Hello everyone, welcome back for another Showcase Series episode. This time we have InArts. My first InArt, the BvS Superman, 1/6 scale. I'm going to start out just by saying this Henry Cavill likeness in hand is one of the best I've ever seen. They did a really good job on the suit, the texturing, the tailoring, it all turned out really, really good. I was extremely skeptical of this sculpt at first. All the pictures online were not doing it justice, and it's really scared me. I almost canceled this order, and I am extremely glad that I kept this order. In case you're not familiar with Showcase Series episodes, I usually let the figure do the talking. I do apologize ahead of time if my camera angles aren't that great. I did take some liberties with this one and tried some new things. But in my showcase videos, I usually let the figure do the talking, and I'll add in my tidbits here and there. So enjoy the figure. Please feel free to comment in the comment section what you think of the figure, what you think of the video. But I think InArt did a really damn good job on this figure. Here, the angry sculpt, not a huge fan of it. It's not my favorite piece of this particular figure, but it turned out really good, and I'm glad to have it. So I'll probably never use it, but it's there. I think they did get the Cavill mean face, so. Here, of course, we have all the accessories. These hands look really good. I know I boast about Hot Toys hands a lot in a lot of my videos. If you've been watching me for a while, I do compliment their hands quite a bit. A little plasticky on the palms, but you don't see that side of the hand very often. But there's a matte on the opposite side. Even this hand here, a matte finish on that one side as well. They look good though. These accessories, I did not need them at all. Poor choice, I think, in my opinion. And of course you get the Kryptonite rock, which turned out pretty cool. You put a light next to it, it glows pretty good. And the spear looks really good. Painted very well, weathered really well. I think they did a good job on that too. And it seems to be the right proportion to the body of Superman as well. And of course the cowl. This is my first Batfleck too. The magnetic hand that goes on the cowl to hold up the victory. I wish it would have been on this side. I think I would have preferred it to be on this side. I mean, I'm sure there's a way you can finagle it to fit however you want on there, but that's for another time. I probably won't even use it, to be honest with you. Pretty cool base. There's the Superman. That's where you adjust the magnets, and then you got the Superman logo on the front. Pretty good all around. I'm still gonna get used to the magnetic bases, but This is where you connect the flight pole. It's square, even though it's got a round a pole. It's kind of weird that you'd square off the entry point. And the wired cape. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's kind of I'm new to wired capes, but it was fairly simple for me to attach. I know some people had some issues with attaching the cape. So, and onto the poses. I called this one dangerous because he is dangerous when he's fighting Batman. Just one of a few options you could do. I'm pretty happy with this, how it turned out. He had pretty good posability, so that's a huge plus from the InArt figures. Pose number 2, statue or stoic pose. This is one you see a lot of the movie posters, I think, or promotional shots. You have him standing the way he is right now. There wasn't a whole lot of poses. I was looking online and there just wasn't too many. I mean, I tried to grab some from the movie and whatnot, but this is a typical statue-esque stoic pose. Still, the likeness is really, really good. And for a funny or uncommon pose, this is what I chose. I got my director's chair out, and Henry Cavill's on a lunch break. So this is just a fun things you can grab that you may have around, or other figures, accessories. Just throw them in there, have some fun with it. And an action pose. I was trying to pose with versatility here. There wasn't a whole lot you could do. He definitely can't do the superhero landing or crouching, which is a bit unfortunate. I would have liked to do right before he took off to fly, that type of pose. Mostly from Man of Steel. That was mostly my inspiration, and that's mostly why I got this figure, because that was my favorite role of Henry Cavill's Superman. So to at least get some type of action pose in there, I had to at least try. It's not the greatest, but it's in there. And of course a flight or a lift-off pose. I had to do that. I did put the wire cape on. I did have a little issue with it, trying to get it on and off. Just be careful around the insertion points, because it does seem to like wear on the suit a bit if you're doing it too often. I think it could wear on the suit, so just be careful. That's those spots that you take on and off the cape. I chose this one just to show the different folds and whatnot you can do with it. It's a pretty cool cape. I think they did a good job with it. And a bonus pose. I usually typically like to do 5, but here's another one. I had to put him with Jor-El because I don't know, father and son thing kind of hits me in some cases. So I wanted to put him out there. This is the Hot Toys Jor-El, of course, but I do feel like they do make a good combo. I mean, that Jor-El is a pretty good piece, and having them together, I don't know, it just, it fits. It looks good to me, anyways. But that will do it for this one. I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for making it all the way through. Normally my showcase videos are half this length, so again, thank you. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Show some support to the channel. And again, leave me a comment in the comment section whether or not you have this figure and what you think of this figure. But that'll do it for this one. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, always be kind, and catch you on the next one.